you very much. Hello, everyone. It's a real pleasure to be here with such a big audience in the beautiful city of Jerusalem. I would like to thank OurCrowd for the amazing event they have organized. In the next coming minutes, I would like to share with you a bit about, first of all, a snapshot of the Israeli high-tech today and its importance to the Israeli economy, as well as a preview to what's coming up in the next coming years in the macro level. First of all, a little bit about the Innovation Authority. I'm sure that everyone here who is local knows very well the Israeli Innovation Authority, but for those of you from abroad, we are a government agency with a mission in life to increase the competitiveness of the Israeli Innovation Hub. It's not a secret that innovation hubs today compete for venture funds, compete for talent, for entrepreneurs, for knowledge. Israel is ranked very high as a global innovation hub, and our job is to make sure that this rank is strengthened or at least maintained. We do this in two ways. One is direct investment. We invest about $500 million every year in high-risk, groundbreaking technologies, in startups, in technological infrastructure, in applied research in the academia, to make sure that Israel remains in the forefront of disruptive innovation. Our second role is to facilitate. Whenever we identify a barrier for growth in the Israeli ecosystem, we reach out to our partners in the government, to partners in the industry or in the academia, and together we work out a solution to remove this barrier. We want the high-tech, our local high-tech, to continue and grow to reach its maximum potential. And why is that? I would like to share with you a few numbers. I'm sure many of you already heard the numbers, but when you put them together on one slide, they give you a very strong snapshot of the importance of the high-tech to the Israeli economy. First of all, more than 5.5% of the local GDP is invested in research and development. This is the highest number in the world already for a very long while, okay? And actually, it's still going up. 11% of the local workforce works in the high-tech sector. This is, again, the highest number in the world. 15% of the local GDP is derived from the high-tech. I'm not sure if this is the highest one, but I presume it is globally. This is an interesting number. 25% of the personal income tax is paid by high-tech employees. So from that, you can also understand about the difference in salaries. And 54% of the export is actually based on high-tech export. So I think these numbers talk for themselves and about the importance of the high-tech to the local economy. Now, the Israeli ecosystem is really very vibrant. Around 8,000 high-tech companies locally, around 500 active investment organizations, around 400 multinationals that have here local presence, either through acquisitions of startups that they've made over the years, or through opening here an R&D center, all of them bringing from the world a lot of know-how and global markets access, and this is very important for the ecosystem. Another very nice picture is this one. This is the distribution of fundraising during 2021. We are just finalizing 22, but I'm sure the picture is not that different. As you can see, this year was a phenomenal $27.4 billion being invested in local startups and ventures. But the more interesting part is the distribution. In the past, most of the money went to cyber and fintech and enterprise software. This is still the picture, but it's changing. You can see that in other sectors, we see more and more investments. And this is, by the way, exactly where we are pushing the envelope. We are investing in the very early stages in sectors where the private sector is under-investing, and then we expect the private sector to follow. And you can see here sectors like in industry and health tech and smart mobility, agro and food tech, energy tech. all of those are already ventures in the ecosystem getting very nice investments and growing. The trend is a trend of growth. Now, I was asked yesterday by a reporter if I'm worried with the slowdown in investments. In 2022, like in any other innovation hub in the world, there was a slowdown, a decrease in investments. If in 21 it was 27 billion, in 22 it was 15 billion, so there was a decline. So my answer was that I'm obviously worried, and this is my job to be worried, but I'm also optimistic. And why so? Why am I optimistic? I think that the world hunger for technological solution is very high. So even if we see in the short term some slowdown in investment, still in the midterm and the long term, I'm sure that there will be, the investments will come back because humanity needs technology. And I will talk about it a little bit later some more. So anyhow, this is the distribution of investments, but this is also, when I said that I'm optimistic, I also refer to what I know we are doing as a government and also what the industry is doing and where the investments are going. And I would like to share with you some of our plans and some of the things that we are already doing. And basically, all of them are either investing in technological infrastructure, which is research and labs, or in incubating high-risk disruptive technologies ventures, or in assimilation of innovation into the local Israeli ecosystem. And I would like to give you a few examples. Each one of the plans that I will present in a moment, each one of them is roughly an investment of the government of about between $500 million to $1 billion in the next 4 to 5 years. So it's really significant investments. The first national plan is artificial intelligence. I think I do not need to explain, what is artificial intelligence and why it is so important for disruptive solutions in different markets. And basically here we are engaging in a national plan that is investing in academic excellence, research, in establishing locally a high-performance computer, in developing NLP for Hebrew and Arabic, opening up databases. The government and entities which are funded by the government have a lot of databases which are today closed to researchers and entrepreneurs. We want to sponsor the opening of these databases for the use of artificial intelligence. Regulation must take risks, even though it has to, to take care of the public, but also to take some risks. AI in the public sector, and most importantly, to support ventures in the industry that are leveraging artificial intelligence. All of that is the coherent plan of the Israeli government, the Innovation Authority, together with other entities of the government, investing together in this direction. The next plan is bioconvergence, which I believe is very exciting. What is bioconvergence? This is the intersection point between life sciences, biology, together with engineering, computer science, and artificial intelligence. The Israeli high-tech is very strong in engineering and computer science. We have here locally amazing human capital in biology and life sciences. We want to see this coming together, converging. The scientific breakthroughs that were made in the last decade are today mature in order to commercialize them and create solutions. At the beginning, we thought it's only around healthcare or health tech, but today we understand that bioconvergence is actually an enabling convergence of technologies that can disrupt many sectors, food, agriculture, energy, even defense, believe it or not, there are applications that bioconvergence are relevant for. An example or two examples of things that we are doing in this area, for instance, we have sponsored the establishment of the first synthetic biology lab here in the state, and the establishment of a new incubator, which is a partnership between Pfizer, that you just saw on the stage, together with Merck, AstraZeneca, Teva, and Amazon Web Services. And this incubator is targeting ventures that are deploying AI in order to discover and develop drugs. Think about this combination, and think about also the combination of the partners. I think this is the only place in the world where they cooperate in order to create new ventures. And you saw before on the stage the company that is using AI, so we want more like that, to see more like that coming up in the ecosystem. The next national plan is quantum computing. Again, disruptive technology, still a little bit behind in terms of its matureness, but again, we want to make sure that we are in the forefront. So here we have funded this year 2 initiatives. One is to establish a local lab for a quantum computer, which did not exist before that in the ecosystem, as well as a research consortia who is working to develop the first Israeli quantum processor. So all of that are things that are on the way already. Climate tech, I haven't been here for the last 2 days in all the sessions, but I'm sure that was discussed. Climate tech, first of all, huge demand is expected in the world in the coming years. As climate warming progresses, both countries as well as corporates will be looking for technological solution for global warming. Israel high-tech has a lot to offer in that aspect, and we are investing a lot in all the stages of life cycle of venture creation to see more and more companies in this area. You will be surprised to hear that already today we have in the country about 800 companies that are doing something which is related to climate tech, very promising ventures. Last but not least, I would like to talk about local sandboxes. For many years, Israel was the invention lab of the world. Amazing solutions and products came out of here. Most of them were not deployed in the local market. And this is for us a big failure because from one hand, it's good for the startup to have a very close by sandbox to test its technology and product and take it out to the world more ready. And from the other hand, the local economy should also enjoy all the inventions that are being made here. And therefore, in the last few years, we have started investing in local pilots. We are sponsoring startups making their pilots here in Israel to gain this win-win situation between the local economy and the startups ecosystem. The picture that you see here is of one of the pilots, which is drones. We saw that there is a cluster of companies here who are developing drones technology. They could not fly their drones in Israel up till recently. By the way, also elsewhere it was very difficult to get permission to go up. But today we have an online ability in real time to allow drones to go up to the air, make deliveries, and we are now even in the stage of having drones carry people in the air from one place to the other. And this is, I hope, will become commercial in about 2 to 3 years. And I'm sure all of you suffered from traffic jams in Israel. Maybe this is one of the solutions. So to sum up my speech, and I'm now addressing all of you as investors in the global high-tech industry, and invite you to come and join the many opportunities here in the Israeli high-tech as it is diversifying and disrupting new markets. Thank you very much.